everybody, this is Kimberlin, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a quick, easy eyebrow compared to this one. As you can see, it's way better and it's really easy to do, so let's get started. As you can see, this eyebrow does not have a shape. It is over plucked and not really out there as I would like to be. So we're gonna start with an eyebrow dual brush, and I use an angled brush to start from the very start from your eyebrow to the middle. And I'm gonna be using the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill the Vault, the green palette I believe, but I'm using the shade black, and I use it because I believe pomades or pencils are just a little bit too greasy on my skin since I do have oily skin. So I decide going to the powders or any other eyeshadow. So as you can see, I am starting from the beginning to the middle, then curved down to the end. And right now I'm just going to be doing the same but on top, but I do not start it from the beginning. I started a little bit, maybe a quarter into the brow, because I like to have that very nice faded in eyebrow instead of block eyebrows as many people like. So I'm just gonna shade in anything inside those two lines. Try not to go outside the two lines because it's gonna get messy, but right here, since I don't have an arch because I would over pluck them, I decided to add a little bit of arch and make it a little longer because my eyebrow is not that long. I swear, I don't know what I did back in the days, but thankfully I know how to draw my eyebrows, and this is how I do them. So now I'm just going to brush them down because they're super black, but once you brush them down, it's going to blend it into your skin, and it's going to be a little bit more of a natural color instead of block like I said before. So now I just keep shading in and brushing. Some spots are really harsh, so if they're really harsh, you should just brush them until the color decides. The more you brush them, the lighter they get. That's how I see it. So now I did get a little bit off frame, but I'm just brushing everything into its place. And as you can see, you can leave them like that, but I really think you should go with a concealer under, and that should really bring out the eyebrow. And that's just because you will make the lights straighter. My shaky hand could never, so I really like to stay steady, and I underline it with a rounded concealer brush. And I say and I say rounded because if you go for a straight one, you're not going to be able to get into those rounded edges. And I'm using the Radiant Creamy Concealer by NARS. I use Custard Medium 1, and that's a little bit lighter than my skin, and that makes it really pop out. Just make sure to keep underlining and cleaning up everything that was outside the lines. Try not to get into your eyebrow. And as you can see, I just try to do a better outlining because since my eyebrow does not have a shape, I try to make my own and then cleaning it up with the concealer like an eraser. I tend to do the same on the top, and this time I am going to start from the beginning of the eyebrow instead of with a quarter, and that's just so it can outline whatever I try to shade in and got outside those two lines. So now you just keep brushing and trying to make a perfect line, and by the arch I like to just go down and as fast as you can. Not really, but try to do it without any stops, and that's gonna make a really straight line. And right here, as you can see, it's already all well put together. I like to just make sure I don't miss any spots, like right there. So I'm just gonna be looking for my eyeshadow once again, and I'm gonna try to fill in everything. It's okay if you go outside the lines, you can always go back and clean it up with the concealer. Don't worry about that. Trust me, it'll look better. Okay, so we're back, and I'm just gonna fill in that little spot that I did forget to fill in, and that's just because my natural nail is not as long as I like it to be. So like I said, when you go down with the concealer, it'll make a straight line, but since I didn't fill it in, it looks empty on that spot. But just filling it in, cleaning it up, and that's how it should look. Now you can leave it like this and then do your foundation or whatever you're gonna do after this. But I do like to get a dry beauty blender, whatever beauty blender you have on hand. And I say dry because I like for it to get the excess instead of me dragging it all the way to my forehead. And I just like to rub it, and then the beauty blender will soak up any excess while I blend in. At this point, you can start prepping your eyelid for eyeshadow next. So I just like to bring down my concealer into my eyelid, and whatever's left on that eyebrow, just bring it down to your eyelid. As you can see, I did have a little bit of excess, so I just bring it down with my concealer brush, and then I'm gonna be blending it with the beauty blender once again, dragging it down to my eyelid to prep my eye. At this point, you can consider yourself finished. As you can see, it looks pretty good, but as you can see, my eyebrow hairs go down. I really don't know why, so I'm just gonna have to brush them up with some clear gel, and that's just gonna make sure I have my little hairs in place through the day. And I am using the Milk Makeup Kush Fiber Gel Brush, and in the color clear, and that's just gonna make sure I don't have any more excess color into my eyebrows, since I already brushed it into a natural color. As you can see, my eyebrows are not in place, so I just try my best to brush them into those little lines, and my little pink is gonna help me out here because it wouldn't follow the little brush as same as the ones on the bottom, but I sure it will after a couple brushes. So we are officially done, and as you can see, it looks pretty good. Those extra hairs, you can always pluck them out, or you can cover them with a good full coverage concealer so you won't have to see them. But this is the end result. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe, and I'll make sure I make more videos like this. So don't forget to give some love to your girl right here.